Rebel Yell Podcast, Trib Live High School Sports Network, here to salute our final regular season WPIAL Boys Basketball Player of the Week, the pride of Indiana, PA, Aaron Webb. Aaron, you got me? You can hear me?
I can hear you, yep.
Oh, my man. Worked out all the technical glitches. Great to have you on. I've heard a lot about you. Looking forward to finally seeing you in action. Congratulations on all your success. Are you surprised that the regular seasons are, I know you guys play Monday, but are you surprised that the regular season is already over?
Nah, I knew it was coming, so.
Has it been fun? Has it been grueling? Are you ready for the playoffs?
It's been great. I love the new team we have. Losing some seniors, it was hard, but the new teams, I like them better. We did better, too.
Yeah, you guys barely made the playoffs a year ago.
Mm.
Out in the preliminary round game, but man, strong season this year. You guys finished in a tie for third place behind Penn Hills and Shaler in Section 2 of Class 5A. Got to ask you this. Indiana, PA. So every road trip is a long one, right?
Yeah.
So what do you guys do for the most part on the bus trips?
On the way down, we just ride down just normal, but on the way back, we always stop at Sheets to get something to eat.
So is there a lot of talk, you and your buddies? Do you guys just listen to music and don't even talk to each other? How does that work?
Well, for me, I always have my headphones in. I got noise canceling on, so I'm just in my mode on the bus. So
what's your mode? What are you listening to?
Just really anything I'm feeling that day. Rap, could be like R&B.
All right. Very nice. So, what is the longest road trip you guys have had this season?
Probably about hour 50.
Ooh. Man. Does that get old, or are you guys used to it?
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I don't mind long trips.
Are you guys in school buses or fancy buses?
It's just school buses.
All right. Well, you got a long one Monday. Again, Quaker Valley. That is on the other side of the earth from Indiana, PA.
Yeah.
One of the most eastern, the most eastern school in the WPIAL. A lot of schools in your neck of the woods are in District 6. Do you like the fact that Indiana is in the WPIAL, or would you prefer playing some of those neighboring schools that guys from other schools?
Better competition in the WPIAL, I feel like, so I really like that better.
6'8", correct?
Yes.
Now, is that with the hair, or does the hair give you another 3 or 4 inches?
The hair gives me another inch, but I am 6'7.5" without.
Right. Well, look at you being honest. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We'll call you 6'8".
Mm-hmm.
Have you always been tall?
Yes. Yeah, I've always been tall.
So have you always played basketball?
Mm-hmm. Since first grade. That's when I started on my older brother's team.
Okay. You have an older brother. You have a twin brother who also plays, Darius, as a member of the Little Indians team. And your dad, Stan, is an assistant coach, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All in the family. Yeah. Your older brother is at Geneva?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a freshman there.
He's playing basketball?
Yeah, he is.
So when you were young, played basketball since first grade, what other sports did you play?
I tried out football in, what grade was that? Junior high, somewhere in junior high. And I played baseball for 3 years, maybe.
Now, were you all caught up in the baseball team's championship run a year ago?
Yeah, I know about that, yeah.
Yeah.
I was at the game.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Long.
Yeah, it was.
Man, I tell you what, they were the king of the marathon games, that Little Indians team last year. Are there any players on your basketball team that were members of the baseball team?
Yeah, Will Olson. He's our point guard. He made the final play for the game.
Yeah. So, I mean, that kind of winning attitude spreads, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We talked about your brother, Darius. Is he more of a football player than a basketball player?
He does both, but I'm pretty sure he likes football better.
Do you think that in a couple years, once you guys graduate from high school and go on to college, that he'll probably play football at the next level?
I think so.
Yeah, he's got some good size.
Hmm.
6'4", 230, I think I read. That's for football, right?
Yeah.
You, and speaking of the next level, have a very great opportunity. You're getting a lot of Division I interest,
Hmm.
a lot of schools coming around. Have you enjoyed the whole recruiting process to this point, or is it starting to get old?
Uh, it was never really enjoying it. Like it was kind of just more like it was there to me. Like I never really thought too much of it, but it just don't let it stress me out. That's all I was trying to think about.
You have Penn State, Virginia Tech, James Madison, LaSalle Pepperdine, probably more offers on the way.
Hmm.
Do you have a timeline in your head as to when you want to make a decision, or haven't you even thought about that yet?
I talked to my mom about that, and she was saying how like it's not like a certain time until you have to do it, but you shouldn't do it until like my senior year
Right.
because like I'm not like making a full decision if I don't know everything.
Yeah, right. And plus, the landscape changes constantly, right?
Yeah.
Things happen, coaches come, coaches go. So probably some good advice from mom. Um, have you gone to any of these schools, like on official visits or anything?
I have not been on an official visit, but I've been on a couple unofficial visits.
Do you like that aspect of it?
Yeah, I do. It's fun. Always watching
Yeah.
the games and stuff.
So, what's that like? You go into the school. I'm sure they're making a big deal of it. You get to see all the great high spots that particular university has to offer. Um, is it usually like a 1 day thing, a weekend thing?
Just a 1 day, just there for like a couple hours.
Okay, all right. So again, more travel involved. You're going to be well traveled young man by the time you decide what school that you're going to. Do you
Hmm.
have, again? You're young. You're junior. But do you have any idea what you want to study once you get, you decide on the school, you make your decision? Obviously, you're going to be playing some basketball, but have you decided on what you want to focus as far as a like possible major?
Not fully, but I'm like in like art major, something like that.
Nice. So you're very creative.
I'm not creative, but I like the idea of being creative, so
So if I ask you to draw a picture,
I could not do
all
that.
right, that's fair. Um, so what are some of you like? Give me two of your current favorite classes that are your favorites, and two that you really can't wait to be done with.
Like during high school, or okay,
Yeah,
for high school,
right now, this year, your junior year.
the one I can't wait to be done with is um probably my English class. But the teacher is great. I love her, and she helps me out with all my work. But it's just the work. I just not a fan of it. But
Is
the
it
class,
is it a lot of writing?
it's not a lot of writing. It's a lot of reading, which
Oh,
I'm not a fan of.
yeah,
And
I'm there with you, pal. But go ahead.
yeah, and I really like my math class. But past years it's been hard for me to keep up with it. But my teacher always like he's helping me out every day, like
Good.
after the school and all that.
What math are we into right now?
Uh, I'm not sure. I think it's I don't pay attention to what it's called, but I think it's algebra 2.
Oh my goodness, yes, yeah. I mean, I was kind of swimming with algebra 1, and then when you get into geometry and algebra 2,
Yeah.
I was ready to tap out. So hang in there, hang in. Well, at least now you know the name of the class too, as well.
Yeah.
So that'll help a little bit as well.
Hmm.
You mentioned, let's get back to the team, and we'll talk about this week in particular, which was a big week for you. Did you anticipate this kind of success that you guys are having, or was it a process where you thought, we could be good, and then as you guys November turned to December and then turned to January, you were like, yeah, we have a chance to do something pretty special here.
Yeah, it was definitely a process because at first, from last year, I was like, yeah, we have no hope. But then the team got together over the summer league. We did great, and then we started off slow during the season with 0-2, but then we got like 5 or 6 wins in a row, and then we locked in. Yeah.
What aspect of your game have you improved the most on this season?
Definitely my shooting, because I wasn't a great shooter my freshman and sophomore year because it was kind of like a confidence thing. Like I was coming up from 8th grade, I was expected to just dominate everything, but when it came to it, I wasn't. So I just lost confidence. And then now I'm back in it.
So you're 6'8", we'll call you again. But you're like a perimeter guy, right?
Yeah.
That has to be great for your coach because that just creates all kind of mismatches.
Mm-hmm.
How is your defensive game?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I can guard 1 to 5. I feel like I can handle them.
What? Okay, that's. I love that attitude. But let's break it down. What is tougher to guard, 1 or 5, for you?
For me, it's the bigger players are hard to guard because I'm not that big myself. I'm only like 190 pounds.
Yeah, you're tall. You're
And
not wide. Yeah.
yeah, and so they can just bully me in the paint. But and the quick guards, I'm quick, but like they're pretty fast, so it's hard to stick with them. But I can.
Yeah, but still, the mismatch usually probably favors you. So
Yeah, it does.
that's again one of the reasons why the Little Indians are having so much success. All right, let's break it down. Big week started on Tuesday with a trip to Shaler to take on the Titans. You guys are in a dogfight with Hampton and Kiski area for the final 2 playoff spots in the section. Penn Hills had clinched. Shaler had already clinched. Big win. You guys knock off the Titans 68-63. You scored 30. Where's my list here?
35.
Well, look at you. Okay, 35 in the victory. Before we talk about what happened in that game that was very memorable for you, what about that game for you and your teammates really was clicking? Because that was a big, impressive victory over Shaler.
We were on the boards that game because the first time we had played them at home, we lost by around 12 because we were just like off the rebounds, and that's what we needed to do.
So you cleaned things up on the glass.
Mm-hmm.
You had the big game, and it was a historic game. You go over 1,000 points. As a junior, that's pretty impressive. Just talk about that. Were you aware of how close you were? Did you have somebody in your ear telling you, hey, you need X amount to get to 1,000, or once you hit it, you didn't even know?
So at the beginning of the game, I knew I was 13 away from 1,000. But during the game, I was like in the zone. I wasn't worried about how much I had or how much I need to get 1,000. So my coach was like, at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, I think it was, he said, you just need 1 more bucket to get 1,000. And then I just saw the turnaround and went in, and we had 1,000.
What was the bucket?
So
describe it.
It was just a turnaround shot. It hit the front rim and then went in.
How far?
A little below the foul line.
All right. In middle of the paint, near the elbow?
Middle of the paint.
Okay. All right. Is that now when that happens, is that kind of a weight off your shoulders?
No, it's just tells me to work harder because the next goal is 1,500 is my dad's record.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Speaking of your dad's records, they seem to be falling left and right.
Mm-hmm.
He is the all-time leading scorer
Yep.
at Indiana high school history, and then, of course, you're knocking on the door now.
Yep.
But a record that he had that now he has yielded to you happened on Friday. You guys at home taking on the Plum Mustangs, and you just had a monster game, going off 49 points. school record, breaking his record of 46 points in a game. Everything had to be clicking for you on Friday.
Well, in the second half, yeah. The first half, I started off super slow, only with 8 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had 8 points in the first half and 41 in the second half?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, that's even more amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's awesome. So what was working? I mean, were you popping threes? Were you taking kids to the house, to the rim? What was working in the second half?
Everything was working.
Were you aware of how many points you had in were you aware, was anyone telling you you were nearing the school record?
I was 10 points away, and my coach, like, he called a timeout or something happened, immediate timeout, something like that. And he looks at me, like, paused for a second. He said, only 10 points away. And so I knew right there I just had to get it. So,
Wow. And I asked you before we started, so there was no repercussions. Dad didn't punish you when you got home?
no, he loved it.
I'm sure he did. I'm
Mhm.
sure that's an awesome moment. That if you're going to have if you set a record, if you're so fortunate to set a record, to have your offspring break it, man, that's double the joy. So I'm sure he's proud. And if at some point, and I'm sure it will, that you stay healthy and are able to break the school record for points, he'll be over the top thrilled as well. How good is this team? You talked about, a little bit of a slow start. Then you guys got on a roll. You guys are ending strong, going into the Quaker Valley game, 3 consecutive wins. That follows 3 consecutive losses. So is this a team that can make a serious run at what kind of appears to be a wide open Class 5A tournament?
Yes, sir. So my coach was telling us that literally every single game we had a double-digit lead before second half, because that's when we normally just slow down. And if we just keep our momentum going, then he said we could be the best 5A team in the WPIALs, but like not out of confidence, but just not out of cockiness, just out of
Yeah, no,
confidence.
right. No, hey, you need a little bit of a swagger this time of year because every team
Mhm.
is good. There's no more little sisters of the poor, so to speak. Every team is good. So you need to have a little bit of a swagger and a little bit of confidence to get the job done. So you are 17 or 16 years old?
I am 17.
17. You're driving?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. That's fine. 17 years old. So 9 years ago, you would have been 8 years old. Do you know where I'm going with this? What happened 9 years ago? No. Indiana wins the WPIAL championship. One of the great, in my long tenure of covering WPIAL sports, one of the great championship runs, the 2017 Indiana Little Indians title run. Did you follow that? Do you have any memories? Were you at the championship game? Anything like that?
I can't remember any of
No.
it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you were, what did we say you were? You're
8.
yeah, you're 8. Well, man, you probably can't remember when you were 11, can you?
No, I can't.
Nah. So do you guys get together now? We're recording this on Sunday. Before the brackets come out on Monday, do you try to figure out where you guys might end up?
I don't think like we try to figure out ourselves, but we're either playing against Gateway or Peters Township, I believe.
Wow, there it is. Now, do you believe you'll have a home game?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
All right.
I think our court is too small for it. Our gym is.
Yeah, there are standards to host a WPL playoff game. I've been up to Indiana. I'm not sure. I think that I'm not sure if I would consider that too small, but that's for the committee to decide.
Yeah.
Not for us. Basketball, and of course, this is a fun time of year. But when you're not playing basketball or practicing basketball, what do you like to do for fun?
For me, I just watch some TV shows and listen to music.
What are some of your favorite TV shows?
Well, for me, I like to watch anime. So my favorite is probably the Eminence and Shadow.
Okay. What when you're hanging out with your buddies, what do you guys do for fun?
The only time I'm hanging out with friends is eating. Besides that, I'm just inside the whole time.
Eating, nice. So you're
Yeah.
not a big outdoor guy, it sounds
No,
like.
I'm not.
All right. So all this snow, you're kind of sick of it?
No, I love it because I can stay inside a little bit more.
That's well said. I'm more of an inside guy myself, and yeah, when it's nasty out there, then you have no choice but to stay in. You don't feel guilt like when it's sunny and 75 degrees. Sometimes you feel guilty about not
Yeah,
going
definitely.
outside. Yeah, there you go. All right, so I'm going to ask you to rank a couple of things here.
All right.
I'll give you 4 things, and you rank them favorite to least favorite. All right, so watching sports, and not playing, watching sports. Here are your 4 choices, and you rank them from favorite to least favorite. Baseball, basketball, football, and soccer.
Soccer. Oh. So I'm gonna start with the lowest to top. So I think soccer is definitely at the bottom because it's just so long and only like 6 goals per match.
6 is a bonanza, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. And then next would be baseball because I feel like it's also just really long.
Really slow.
Yeah. And next is football. I like the tackles and stuff. That's about it. I don't really follow football that
Okay.
much. And that first is for sure basketball because it's just my life.
Do you prefer watching NBA or coming up March Madness?
Definitely March Madness. I don't know why. I just like it a lot better.
Do you have a particular team that you think might win it all this year, or you haven't done enough of homework yet?
I haven't done enough homework yet.
Okay. All right. See, I'm trying to ask these things so I know who I need to watch out for when I'm doing my brackets because I'm too locked in on high school and not paying attention to college.
Mhm.
All right. So, do you have any pets?
I do.
You don't have to tell me what it is, but you do have pets.
I do have a pet. Yeah,
Okay.
one dog.
So, well, you just told me now, but
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the list. What's the dog's name?
His name's Vigil. My mom was just yelling at him a couple seconds ago.
Why was mom yelling at him?
He was making some noise.
Oh, I
He
didn't
calmed
even
down
hear
now.
him. His name's Vigil.
Yeah, Vigil.
Vigil. All right.
You want to see him? He's right here.
Shout out to Vigil. So, okay, you're off on your own. 10 years from now, you're living, you got your own pad. And you decide, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to get a pet. So I'm going to give you 4 choices. You tell me again, and you rank them from top favorite to least favorite. Bird, cat, dog, and fish.
So bottom would be fish because you don't really do nothing besides look at him and feed him.
That's true.
And then the second to bottom would be a bird. I think they're cool. I really do, but just as a pet, I think they should have like the freedom of being anywhere they want.
And they make a lot of noise too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, okay.
And then second is a dog because I like them, but they can be like a lot of work if it depends on the breed. And the first is cats. I've just been a cat guy. I love cats so much, but I never had one because I was never allowed one.
That's interesting. So you have a dog, but you're more of a cat guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's cool. Yeah. When you have a dog, you have to go outside and walk it. So
Yeah.
That's too much. You're right. I agree. Too much work. All right. Aaron, appreciate your time. Again, the big week, Indiana into the playoffs. You scored 1,200 points just this week alone. Going over 1,000 as a junior, and setting the school record, 49 points. Big week. Congratulations to you. Stay healthy, and best of luck to you and the Little Indians in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Aaron Webb of Indiana, junior, fantastic, 6'8", maybe 6'9" with the hair. We'll see. He's going to be a name to watch, and this team might be a team to watch over the next few weeks. We thank Aaron for joining us. We thank Chris Lackner, our producer. I'm Don Rebel. Thank you for joining us, the Rebel Yell podcast on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.